I just got fired. Kind of happy about it. You said I have to leave the premises like immediately? Okay. So, guess I'll see you guys later. I'm fired. Yeah.
So y'all got me fired for my job. But
you're fired! Get out! You're fired!
So I've lost my job.
You're fired! Get out! You're fired!
Fired from my fucking job! I was just fired from my job! I was just fired from my job! I was just fired from my fucking job!
You're fired! Get out! You're fired!
So I was just fired from my job.
You're fired! Get out! You're fired! You're fired! Get out! You're fired!
Another one bites the dust. The cancellation of Democrats in progress.
You're fired! Get out! You're fired!
Meet Haley Curdell, a 911 dispatcher from Nashville, Tennessee.
You're fired! Get out! You're fired! You're fired!
He had it coming. He only had himself to blame. If you'd have been there.
A few moments later.
I just had to block all of my friends because they just have such different political beliefs from me, and I thought that we were the type of friends who would live together someday after college and like stay in touch no matter what, and I thought these were the people that I would spend my life with and grow old next to. These were the people who saved my life on multiple different occasions.
What the fuck are you supposed to do when you get fired? You just take it? You just take it like a man? I'm unemployed. What am I supposed to do now? Do I go home and goon? Like, guys, what do I do? Like, actually, like, what do you do when you get fired? What's the next step? Do you look for, obviously you look for a job, but like, I ain't got no income now.
The unemployment line about to be really, really long. There are so many people that's losing their jobs, getting doxxed, getting their posts and TikTok videos exposed to their employers, and I am here for it. I'm telling you this right now. I don't wish bad things on a lot of people. I don't. But if you were one of the ones who laughed at Charlie Kirk's death, at his assassination, and even not only gleefully watching the clips or videos of him actually getting murdered and assassinated, but even sharing it and laughing at it, I wish no success for you. I don't. See, I just want people to understand this, right? And this channel is not political. It's not. I just had to talk about it because I did follow Charlie Kirk. You know, I wouldn't say I'm left or right, but as I've gotten older and I started to work on myself a lot more and started to be more accountable, because that's what I think the conservatives kind of are, is they're just more about accountability and just, you know, taking things initiative in their lives and working hard. And then it just seems like you got the left, it seems like they're just kind of about, hey, I just want to be able to do whatever I want with no accountability. I think that's like a generous way to sum it up. So as I've gotten older and more responsible, I realized that's just the kind of way I want to be, is be accountable with what I do and what I say. And you have a lot of liberals or a lot of the younger crowd, even older people getting exposed. I'm talking about high official people at these businesses, at these jobs. Like, I'm talking about business owners, some guy from the Chargers, from the football, you know, NFL, got fired. I think he was the offensive coordinator or something like that. Please correct me if I'm wrong. One girl from the comic book DC, she got just let go. There are a lot of people that's losing their jobs because y'all are so stupid to then post your thoughts on TikTok and Twitter, and also on Facebook as well. I share my thoughts about Charlie Kirk. I said I don't drink beer anymore, but I had to have one in honor of his life. And you won't see any, and I mean any, type of slander against my brother Charlie Kirk. He was a Libra brother just like me. He was 3 years younger than I am, and his birthday was literally 6 days before mine. So he was born October 14th, 93, and he died September 10th. It hasn't been a week yet. But this is what I don't understand from a lot of people. I don't care if I don't care if you're political or not. I just want y'all to understand this. Y'all talking about, oh, well, why did I lose my job? It's free speech. The man was assassinated due to free speech. Do you understand what I'm saying? Not only that, y'all are laughing at it because you disagree with him. Maybe it was because of the abortion, his takes on abortion, or because I'm black. A lot of black people, a lot of them probably unfriended me on Facebook because I was supposed to not care about his death, or I was supposed to, laugh or something like that. But I just put, hey, I wish nothing but the worst for whoever did this, and rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, because I did follow him. I did start to understand his takes. And I had a lot of people just, getting upset, talking and whatever, and getting them and on my Facebook. I didn't even read the comment. I told them, listen, it's not up for debate. If you guys do not support me on this, whatever, just unfriend me. I don't care. I'm not going to block anybody. I'm not going to do it. I say what I say. I even put it on Twitter. Hey, I'm sharing a beer for Charlie Kirk. Again, I don't really drink, right? But when you got people that's complaining and crying because they're losing their job, I don't feel anything for you. Why? Because you can go and still possibly get a job somewhere. Kirk cannot. He is dead. On top of that, he left behind two children, a widow, because he was married. He was a husband. He was a man. He was a political activist, conservative. He was a host. He was an author. That man did so much in his 31 years than a lot of people have done that will ever do. And I just want to say this, like when people do this whole free speech thing, it's like you're not free of consequences. So keep this in mind when you are working for an employer, or you are a business owner or something like that, or you're just a public figure. You have to remember that there are people that's supporting their dollars with you, whether they are paying you at their company to work for them, or you are being funded by customers for your business. So there are a lot of people, I'm pretty sure you guys seen it on TikTok and IG or whatever, you probably see it on Twitter, of people literally complaining that they just got fired. They likely, and mind you, I'm never going to expose where I work, but I learned the news by a girl who no longer worked with us. Thank God she got fired for fraud and she was just unhinged. But she kind of said it as if when she told me, I'm just like, what are you talking about? He got shot and he did whatever. And then, again, I'm not going to talk about where I work at, because I'm very careful about how I look. My job is my job. But it's just like when I'm hearing certain people kind of just seems like they were proud of it. I'm just like, wow. Now, this is not to knock my job, because, again, when I want y'all to understand this. I know there are people that would get upset. Like, well, why would they continue to employ people like this? Why would they continue these jobs? If it's made known that these are how these people feel, trust me when I tell you, like, these people that's feeling it now, they will be terminated. They will be terminated. Like, when people who think that it's okay to be assassinated over an opinion, over debates, they will be dealt with. And I don't understand this whole, well, why am I losing my job over free speech? Why do you care about free speech when it's only to benefit you? This is why I don't like when people do this. I don't like when people bring up exceptions to the rule to try to beat every argument. I don't like when people only try to, they don't care about debates and debate tactics and, the country's laws and policies, whatever. They don't care about that unless they're trying to actually say, hey, well, free speech is, so I should be able to say whatever I want. But you're not you can say whatever you want. You can write whatever you want, but you're not free of consequences. And hey, unfortunately, Kirk went out that way, where it's like he said some stuff that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And it's not justified to take the man's life. It's not. You got people who think it's funny. I'm seeing people literally react to clips of him getting shot in the neck. I never want to see it. And I've seen a lot of clips. I've seen a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have ever seen online that was like, damn. Like, we're so desensitized as a nation. We just see stuff. We see killings online and be like, oh, because it's on our screen. It's not in person, right? But it's something eerie when you have people that's like, they don't care. All because he just disagreed. And there's so many degenerates in this world. There's so many degenerates in this world, man. It makes no sense. So if you're one of those people who have put something out there on your Twitter and it got like a lot of views, I just don't think it's I don't think you have enough time before someone already screenshot it. People are hunting y'all down, and I'm watching people's reactions. I'm watching people cry. This woman was crying, saying, I and it's just like, partly as a human, you might be like, man, I feel really bad, but just look at those posts and comments. And like I said, I didn't follow much of Charlie Kirk. I didn't follow much, but I did follow him on, I think he was on Jubilee, and he was debating a bunch of people with like the left mentality and stuff like that. I did watch him on the whatever podcast, and I just seen a bunch of clips. And again, despite whether you again, I'm a black man. I've heard a lot of people tell me that, oh, he talked about the reparation thing and stuff like that, and we don't deserve. But it's like, I agree with that too. I agree with the fact that, like, hey, people who weren't there back in the day shouldn't just give y'all something out of it, because the money will have to come from somewhere, right? So should it just come from people who've never done anything to you specifically? I just realized as I got older, in my mid-30s, I work every day. I never miss a shift. I do my thing every day. Even when I know I overdo my job and I'm doing other people's job and helping out, I'm still never feel like I'm owed something. Like, I always feel like I have to earn it. That's just what a man does. That's what a man does. We earn. And you have people in this country, when you speak about, hey, there's so much degeneracy. Let's stop sleeping around with everyone. Let's stop overspending our money just to overspend our bread, and then complain that, oh, we're not getting enough in this economy, we're not getting enough money. Yes, I understand there are places that rent's really high, and there's a lot of unemployment with the jobs and student loan debt and all of these things, and homelessness, and Los Angeles and all of these places and stuff. But then the social media really confuses and corrupts a lot of people, thinking that that's the way to live too. People always think that they need to have something that they don't need. You don't need to spend your money on all of these things. You don't need to be trying to sleep around. Dating has been horrible in this country. Men and women are at odds. And I think the thing with Charlie is that he was just trying to get people to be more traditional. He was trying to get the women to say, hey, stop sleeping around, stop doing all of these things. You're saying your body, your body, your choice, whatever. But this is why, like, the birth rate is really low. This is why, like, feminism, it has, in my opinion, corrupted a lot. Because a lot of these women, they're really lost trying to do everything on their own. And they're complaining, well, where are the men at? Well, how come the men aren't helping us? But then you don't want to be a mother. And then you got a lot of these beta males. You got a lot of these beta males that knows that it's just like they're allowing the women to lead. If you really want to be a man, you have to get with a woman that's going to cooperate with you. You have to get with a woman that sees the value in your leadership. It can't be that she thinks that she's above you. It can't be that, especially if you're a religious person. It goes God, it goes man, and it goes to woman, and it goes to children. But you have to have that. But you can't see, the thing about it, I want men and women to understand, is that you can't make nobody do anything that they don't want to do. You just can't. I'm going to get off on the rails. I just want people to understand that the man was trying to get people to be together. That's all his message was. Coming together, trying to do the right thing. But no, we have people, they just want to be able to do what they want without consequences. And unfortunately, we just don't live in a life like that. You have to give up something. Nothing's free. And unfortunately, we lost a great man. So I just said it to say, listen, if you was a person who, like a lot of us who are missing him, I do hate that he's gone. But there are a lot of people, and I want y'all to understand this. You got to be careful these days with how you think, how you feel. You don't know who's watching you. You don't know who's around. Now it just seems like things are going to get worse. Because now people are being, I'm talking about people are being murdered for just their beliefs. And people are not only that, it's not just about somebody got assassinated. It's how they cry. It's the reaction. It's people laughing at it, thinking this is funny and not even caring, being very soulless. And these are your co-workers. These are the people that you go to school with. These are people that you might be in your family. And no one wants just want to be held accountable. I think that at the end of the day, accountability is what builds the character. If you can self-reflect enough and say, you know what, I need to do this better. I don't need to laugh at someone who lost their lives. Because I'm telling you, man, Y'all think it's bad now. It's already a tough job economy. It's already a tough job. Like, it's already hard to find jobs these days. I mean, I'm literally watching this stuff way before Charlie Kirk got murdered, and I'm watching people struggling to find jobs. How do you think it's gonna fare now with this happen? And then they seeing your clips, because y'all love to run online for some reason, to run your mouths. Maybe this will teach you to stop using TikTok and Twitter for everything. Maybe you don't need to always be like the main character and trying to get everybody. Like, y'all gotta stop. I see so many people getting fired, getting themselves fired, even recording themselves with HR on a Zoom call, firing them. Please stop being an idiot. Please stop being dramatic and letting you all, and then got to know to follow up with that. Like, people can find your LinkedIn. I'm watching these clips. Watch these clips. The people who made all these comments and all this stuff about his death, dude, these people are finding y'all. This is one dude, I forgot his name, last name 92. I forgot his name. It's on a video I was just watching, but I'm pretty sure you might come across on TikTok. People are literally locating businesses, they locating jobs, and these are random people, brother. These aren't just like your job. Like, you know, when your job is looking to hire you, y'all gotta remember this too. Just because you get the job doesn't mean that they still can't look at your Facebook and find something online and not take you out. There are random people. There are people doxing information. There are people literally finding y'all. There are random comments. So if your comment got a lot, like I said, you're not gonna find nothing but me celebrating his life. But if you go to a lot of these people comments, and I'm still reading comments and people responding to me talking, you know, trash about this dude, it's like there are people screenshotting and that are taking. I don't care to do any of that. I don't care to try to do any of that. I just stay away from people. People gonna be crazy. Let them have what they gonna have. Let them have the data they deserve. But there are a lot of people, y'all effed up. I just want y'all to understand this. Y'all effed up. If you think somebody did not just screenshot what you just said about this man, y'all have messed up. Okay? And how do you think? And I'm telling you, I'm talking about. I'm seeing people on Yelp reviews, people getting low ratings to a restaurant, low ratings, and all of these things. And again, these are a lot of conservative. Y'all talk trash about like conservatives and people who have, as you know, or they believe in having guns and all of these things. I just want y'all to understand this. The same people y'all are talking about are the same people that's spending money at your company, that is coming in and giving y'all tips as customers. Please let that sink in for a second for those who are listening. Let me say it louder for those who are in the back. The same people that y'all are talking about, oh, y'all don't like, and oh, I don't, he said, these are the same people, dollars, tax money, that is helping y'all with the whole food stamps. You know, people being lazy enough, not trying to get, not trying to work for real. These are the same people that is keeping y'all in business. If y'all are business owners, they drink at your bar. Saw one clip of a guy saying, oh, and he worked I don't think he worked there anymore. I think at a brewery or something like that. Said, oh, I piss in your beer or something like that. Because he didn't like the fact that, people are disagreeing with his take on Charlie Kirk and with him laughing. There are a lot of people who fund your business. And what do you do when they leave? You think that business owner is going to be happy that you are, lowering their ratings and put them out of business? I am really nervous for this country, because now things are just about to be like, it's almost like you have to be quiet. Like we all know what happened, but we're not going to. And one thing I will say, religion, politics, sexuality, orientation, these are not okay things to talk about at a job. I just want to say these are definitely not things you want to talk about at a bar. Be very careful with how you move out here. Be very careful with what I'm talking about on both sides. I don't care if you're independent, if you're a liberal, if you're conservative, Democrat, Republican, whatever. Be very careful with how you say things. Be very careful what you say at work, because you don't need to be losing your job. But there are a lot of people, I am glad they outed themselves. So, just be careful. Be safe out here, y'all. And just mind your business. This is Ken from Ken's Locked In. Hope you guys have a blessed day. Stay safe. And if nothing else, peace.